Hey guys, today we are going to get ready together and I'm going to kind of give you some wedding updates since I posted my first wedding video. I have not done any follow-up, so I just kind of wanted to explain like where I am in the process and things like that. Plus, it's been a while since I've actually sat down and done my makeup on camera, and I'm really in the mood to just kind of play around with it today. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. The first thing I'm going to do is use this e.l.f. hydrating mist. I've never tried this before, but it says it's a gel to liquid mist that locks in moisture and preps skin for makeup application. Now I'm already pretty dewy because I have applied some oil to my face beforehand. I don't know, I want to give this a shot. Oh, that feels really weird. I'm just going to blend this in with my sponge because it kind of comes out a little bit harsh. Just using my Hylamide primer. I have picked my venue. I have my date. If you did not see the video where I showed the 3 venues that I looked at, I will link that up above so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you are interested. Okay, so for foundation, I'm going to be using the Ordinary Serum Foundation, and I am going to be mixing 2 shades because this one is a little bit too light for me right now. This is 2.0 YG Light Medium, and this is 3.2 Deep Neutral. Yes, and then I'm just going to mix them on this little beauty blender mix match surface that I have here. So my vision for the wedding is something that is very urban, industrial, but juxtaposed with a lot of greenery. I basically want it to feel like a secret garden escape in the city. I'm very lucky my mom has a very good eye and she's a very talented designer, so she's really going to be able to help me out. I don't think I'm going to be hiring a wedding planner just because I do know what I want. I have a very clear vision of that, but I do think I am going to be going with a day of coordinator. I just have to do some more research and find one. The space that I am getting married in is, of course, like making it 1,000 more times difficult for myself, but it's a very raw space and nothing is included, like not a single table, chair, nothing. It's just the 4 walls and that is pretty much it. And I have not had the time really to do much yet. The most important thing to me was securing the venue that I wanted, and I've also been looking at photographers because that is probably like number 2 as far as like priorities on my list. Sorry, jumping all over the place here, but I have this new e.l.f. foundation brush, so we're gonna try this out. Yeah, so I've kind of been really picky with photographers because I just have a very specific vision. Everyone's like, oh, like how's the wedding planning going? And I really have not done, like I haven't secured anything yet. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit of stress from that because otherwise I'm like, oh, it's fine. I have all this time, and now it's the end of summer and I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting married in fall 2018. So I feel like it's starting to creep up on me a bit. And yeah, I'm not ready. So luckily summer classes just ended for me. I still have not secured a caterer. I really haven't decided if I would like to do an all vegan reception. Even if I don't do an all vegan menu, I will have a lot of vegan options. None of my friends, my family, or my fiance eat a plant-based diet like I do, so I'm still kind of toying around with that idea, but I definitely want to make sure that there are a lot of great plant-based options. We kind of also fluctuated with the idea of doing a church wedding or the ceremony at our reception site, but I think we are going to go with a church wedding just because it really would mean a lot to my family and Vince's family. By the way, I was using the Kat Von D concealer and I am in the shade L15 Neutral. All right, and now I'm just going to set everything with my e.l.f. translucent powder. I don't really understand the whole like super stressfulness of a wedding. I mean, I kind of get it because sometimes like when I start researching, I do get very overwhelmed and I'm like, wow, this is like a lot of detail and a lot of things that like I didn't even think about that I'm going to have to think about eventually. But you know, I'm just trying to remain calm and remember that everything is going to be great no matter what. The most important thing is that we have like our friends and our family there and everyone has a great time, and you know, it's just a really nice day filled with nice memories. So because I don't think it should be a really stressful bridezilla process, everything will be fine. Check back in a few months. So I saw Mariah Leonard do this really fun yellow bright eyeshadow look, but it was bright but like kind of muted at the same time, and I love it. So that's what I'm going to recreate today. I'm not going to prime my lid separately. I'm just going to go right into the eyeshadow first. I'm going to take Makeup Geek Peaches and Cream and just kind of like throw this in my crease really lightly. So next I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Chickadee and again just put this into the crease. So someone did ask if I have any color scheme in mind or if I'm doing any DIYs. I'm sure a lot of DIYs will be happening just because I love doing that type of stuff and I like unique pieces and touches. So, and because my space is totally empty, I'm going to have to fill it up with a lot of stuff. And then as far as color scheme goes, I really want the main focus to be on the greenery. I'm not even that much a fan of florals, so I'm sure like a little bit will be implemented here and there. So I really want green to be kind of the pops of color. And then I also really want hints of black and copper to kind of play up on that industrial look. All right, now I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Lemon Drop, and I'm going to use my finger first to kind of pat this down, and then I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush to kind of blend this out a little more. I don't want this to be super bright. So I looked at some dresses and I can say that I'm not really a fan of bridal dresses. So I am in the process of getting a dress made. It honestly sounds way more extravagant than you guys think because when I say that it is probably going to be the most simple dress in the world, I'm not lying. It's going to be the most simple dress you've ever seen in your whole life. I do think the fact that the dress is going to be so simple is kind of just going to be a statement in itself. Just going back in with more of Chickadee in my crease. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with wedding planning. So I did want to let you guys know I really haven't done that much to vlog yet. So that's why I really haven't seen any separate type of like wedding videos on my channel lately. I don't know how many of you guys are from my area, but if you could recommend a wedding coordinator in the New York City area, I would be very appreciative of that. With the coordinators, I'm finding it like slightly more difficult. So if you know of any, that would really be awesome. Or if you just have any really good advice, I'll leave that below. So I'm just taking Chickadee again on the lower lash line. I'm trying to think of what else I've been up to. I mentioned that I was taking summer classes. I just finished up, so I have about 2 weeks before my fall semester starts. And I will officially be a senior, almost done with school for now. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned I was traveling a bit in July. I went to Iceland and Budapest, and that was awesome. It was my first time in Europe. It was really exciting. I loved it. Iceland in particular was less of a vacation and more work because it was a lot of like hiking and outdoor activities, which was really awesome, but I came back like very tired from my vacation. I felt like I needed another vacation after that. Vin took his boards, he passed, and he's now doing rotations in a hospital, so that's really exciting. So he's been home since May. I think he got home like mid-May. We did just find out that he has a rotation in another state, but that won't be until like February, I think. So he'll be home for like a few more months, and then he'll leave for like I think 5 or 6 weeks, and then he'll be back again. What have you guys been doing this summer? Anything fun? Traveling, school, just relaxing? I'd love to hear about it. I'm just going to take a little bit more of Peaches and Cream on a clean blending brush to just kind of blend out the edges here, and then we'll be done with the eyeshadow. I'm trying to think of any other wedding details or updates that I can give you guys. Oh, I'm not doing a bridal party. I think that's kind of something to note. I think it is stressful for everyone involved, including myself. I want everyone to be able to just come to our wedding as guests and enjoy themselves. I think it causes a lot of issues. I've seen a lot of problems surrounded by wedding parties and drama, and I am not for that at all. So Vin and I have both decided that we don't need to do that, and everyone can just kind of come and celebrate with us, and it's just basically, I feel like I'm throwing a party. It's not even so much a wedding, I feel like I'm just throwing a party. So I'm going to contour a little bit with some of this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Contour, and even though I've already applied powder, I usually don't have an issue with this product like acting weird. Oh, I just realized I totally forgot to apply mascara, so I'm gonna go do that now and then I'll be right back. So I also decided to do my brows off camera because you have seen that a bunch of times before and it's boring. We're gonna move into bronzing up our face. I have never tried this before, but this is the Coastal Scents Sun Tones, can't open it, bronzer, oh jeez, in the shade Light. Just gonna bring this like across the nose so it looks like I've been in the sun. Really haven't. I used to watch this woman named Gina, and she was like one of the first videos that like I came across, and she would always rave about the Coastal Scents, and like Emily Noel I think also too used to talk about them a lot, but I feel like they kind of just disappeared a little bit there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of this Makeup Geek Summer Fling, just a very little bit. I feel like I apply blush and then just like remove all of it. So let's go in some highlighter. I think I'm going to go in with the Nicole Guerrero kit because I really haven't used this since I bought it, and I feel like I should. I'm going to go in with 143 right here, and I'm going to use my finger because I find that when you use a brush it picks up too much like glitter particles, and this kind of doesn't as much. Just go with my foundation brush and blend that out. Okay, so for lips, a couple options here. I'm kind of leaning towards more of like a brownie nude. I have this Makeup Revolution matte lip kit, and it's in the shade Noble, so maybe I'll do that. It's a lip liner and then a liquid lip. Alright guys, so that is going to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me, hearing about some wedding updates and just randomness that flowed out of my mouth today. Once I start getting more into the process as opposed to just like researching, I will be sure to bring you guys along and keep you updated throughout. Also be on the lookout for some travel vlogs. I did a little bit of vlogging when I was away in Europe, so that should be up soon on my channel as well. Those just take a little bit longer to edit because I have a lot of footage from like my GoPro and my phone, and we were almost gone for like 2 weeks, so there's quite a bit that I have to like sift through. And then I'm also testing out a new hair product, so that should be up on my channel sometime soon as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.